I just got back from my trip to DC visiting my brother, and what we usually do is go to used book sales. I picked this one up. If you'll notice the author, John C. Mather, winner of the Nobel Prize in Physics, and John Boesler. Now, I didn't realize it at the time, but Mr. John Mather had signed it to Mara with best wishes. Check it out. Now, I don't know if Mara lost this book somehow. I don't know what happened, but I think it's really cool how one of the premier Big Bang creationists signed this book. I think it's really cool. I don't know exactly what to do with it besides read it, but it just sucks because Big Bang is pseudoscience, but this whole book goes over just the Big Bang only. The only mention of Hans Alfvén in here is on the preface XIX. I guess that would be what, page 19? It is worth noting that a few cosmologists, certainly a minority, feel that the Kobe discoveries had little to do with the origin of the universe. One that should be mentioned because of his diametrically opposite view and because of his stature in the scientific community is the late Swedish Nobel laureate Hans Alfvén. For the last years of his life, Alfvén led a vocal minority maintaining that the universe has always existed, no Big Bang required, and that it has been shaped more by electromagnetic currents than by gravity. In Alfvén's scenario, the microwave background is caused by the continuous emission of electrons circling in magnetic fields jetting out from billions of galaxies. The microwave background is thus a sort of radiation fog whispering through the cosmos, and the temperature irregularities discovered by Kobe are only to be expected. Well, my version of events of that is Hans Alfvén is 100% correct when it comes to the universe. It has always existed. There was no beginning, and there will be no end. It's eternal. I don't know why scientists have a hard time with that. Maybe it's beyond them, so they have to make it have a beginning. I don't know. I guess the concept of something being eternal is, not in their vocabulary. I guess it's not in mathematics to get along with the concept of infinity. Infinity and zero, mathematics has a hard time getting along with. They don't like that. Oh yeah, and chaos too. Math doesn't do very well with chaos. But those are real concepts in nature. But unfortunately, the mathematicians and the Big Bang cosmologists don't like those concepts at all. Being that the universe is shaped more by electromagnetic currents, not sure about that. I think both electromagnetic events and gravitation have their place. Putting more importance on one or the other, I think, is not good. It's like studying water, but stating that the hydrogen is more important than the oxygen, or the oxygen is more important than the hydrogen. They're both important. That's what water is, it's both. With all that being said, I'm not too sure if I want to read this entire book, because I think Kobe is just a bunch of pseudoscience, especially when they use it to justify some creation event of the entire universe. It's complete nonsense. But I do want to see in this book how big science is done, the kind of attitudes they have. A lot of the sayings in here are very, very strange to me, being that I don't think it requires a lot of approval from other people to create new ideas. I don't think you need a quote mommy and daddy, and I remember where this was. It says in order to be a scientist you need a mommy and daddy, something to that note. I think that's complete nonsense. If you want to do science, all you have to have is a rational, clear thinking mind and some sort of organization to your ideas and a way to make sure that those ideas are true, in essence. I think that's the whole purpose of science. It's not just to make up things out of thin air, but to actually like try to reason if they are, then there's some sort of patterns involved and you can make sense of the world around you with that method. I think that's the whole point. But to say you need some sort of father or mother figure above you as you go through your scientific career, I think it's nonsense. I don't have a scientific mother or father. It's just me and people that I communicate with. But anyways, I think I made this video long enough. I'm going to go ahead and read this book and highlight a few things in it. Sorry, Mara, if you weren't planning on losing this book. Probably going to end up marking all over it and ruining it for you. Sorry about that. Today is September 27th or 26th, I can't remember, 2016. Later, y'all.